Hey friends, happy Friday. Today I have a super fun Christmas breakfast recipe video to share with you. I've got 3 super fun kid-friendly recipes to share with you guys today, and this is actually a collab with my friend Megan over at Megan's Kitchen, so make sure you go check out her video as well. It'll be linked in the description box down below. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. I am Taylor. I'm a stay-at-home wife and mom of 2, and I hope you will subscribe down below if you like these kinds of videos. I love to share fun recipe videos around the holidays, and then I share like weekly what's for dinners and grocery hauls. So make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already. Now, as I said, today I've got 3 super fun Christmas breakfast recipes to share with you, whether you want to make them just for your kids leading up to Christmas or on Christmas morning. I don't personally make these kinds of recipes on Christmas morning. Christmas morning is reserved for an overnight breakfast casserole. That way, when we get up, I can just pop that in the oven and we can start opening presents and stuff. So I will have that link down below if you're interested in that as well. But let's go ahead and get into these cute recipes. Okay, first up I have this adorable reindeer oatmeal bowl to share with you. So you're just going to take whatever oatmeal you want. I've got this cocoa sea salt one from Lidl, and it is instant oatmeal, and this was actually delicious. It was our first time trying it. You're just going to take as many packs as you want of that, and you're going to heat it up. You can do it according to the package directions if you want, but I just took 4 packs, added it to a little pot on the stove, and then covered it with milk. This is how I get like really creamy, delicious oatmeal. And then you can add more milk later if you need to. I add just enough, and then just stir it and cook it over like a medium heat until it starts to thicken up. And then once it starts to thicken up, you will know if you need to add some more milk. I did end up adding a little bit more, and then I served this into each of our bowls. And then what we're going to be using for our reindeer, for the ears, we are using gingerbread men. You could turn them over if yours are just flat on the back, that way they don't look like gingerbread men, but mine are actually iced on the back because they're the gingerbread people from Trader Joe's. And then just some big candy eyeballs. I buy these at Dollar Tree, and then a red M&M for the nose, and you get this adorable little reindeer, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. My kids thought this was so cute, and of course they loved it. They love oatmeal. Next up, we have this delicious Christmas tree cheese Danish. So I'm starting off by making the cream cheese filling. I like to use whipped cream cheese for this because then I don't have to wait around it for it to like soften. So it's just easier to work with for me. So I'm using 4 ounces of that and 1/3 cup of sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm just going to mix that together really well until it's all combined, and then I'm going to set that to the side. Next, I have a baking sheet here lined with parchment paper, and I'm going to open up 2 tubes of crescent rolls, and we're not going to unroll them. We're going to leave them in this little log shape, and we are going to cut each log into 11 equal pieces. I accidentally cut one into 12, but it's no big deal. But you want to end up with 11 pieces if you can to make your Christmas tree the right shape. And then we're going to arrange these on the pan. I did it wrong at first, but you want to do 1 at the top, and then a row of 2, 3, 4, 5, and then finally 6. And then you should have 1 left over to go at the very bottom to be the little trunk of the Christmas tree. I ended up with 2 left over, so I just squeezed the other one in one of the rows somewhere, and it all worked out. Still had a nice Christmas tree shape. So once you've got it all lined up, then you're going to press down the center of those little circles. I am using a kid's medicine measuring cup because I figure every mom probably has those in a drawer somewhere, and it seemed like it was the perfect size to just press down the center of those little circles. So I went and did that on all of them, Except you don't need to do it to the trunk of the Christmas tree because we're not going to put cream cheese in there. We're just going to leave it as is so that it looks different from the rest of the tree. And then when all of your holes are pressed into it, you're going to add in your filling. You've got your cream cheese filling. Just add a little spoonful in each little pocket. And then we're going to top that, if you want, with some sort of filling. The original recipe called for 3/4 of a cup of cherry pie filling. My kids don't love cherry pie filling, so I decided to use some strawberry jam instead. It was absolutely delicious, but I feel like if your kid doesn't like jam or something like that, you could just leave it off and make this a cheese Danish. You could then just add sprinkles to make it festive at the end, or you could put some green food coloring in that cream cheese filling, and that would make it look like a Christmas tree if you're not adding in the jam. But the red just looks very Christmassy. And then we're just gonna put this in the oven and bake it on 350 for 20 minutes. That's what I did. It said 18 to 20, I think, and for me it was right at 20 minutes. While that was baking, I worked on a little glaze for it. It's just 1/3 cup of powdered sugar and 2 teaspoons of milk. Mix that together really well, and you've got a nice thin glaze. And then when our tree came out of the oven, this is what it looked like. Nice and golden. Looks great. And I'm just going to top it with that glaze that I made. And then this is when I decided that I wanted some sprinkles to maybe look like Christmas ornaments or something. So I just added on some red and green and white sprinkles. And I think it came out really cute, and it was so good. We all loved it. It was good cold, leftovers cold straight from the fridge. And the next morning we also reheated it, and we loved it. I love a cheese Danish. And finally, the last breakfast are some Snowman Pancakes. So you're just going to take whatever your favorite pancake mix is. We really like this protein one from Aldi. It's very good and filling. And that's important when you're eating pancakes, because if you don't have protein, then you're not going to stay full as long. So we love this protein mix. So I'm just going to make it according to the box directions. I think it's like 1 cup of mix and 1 cup of water, something like that. 2 cups of water. I don't remember. Whatever you're making, make it according to the package directions, get it all mixed up, and then you're just going to cook it according to the package directions as well. I'm using my little griddle pan, spraying it with some oil, and then cooking them over some medium heat, flipping it when they're done on the one side. And you just want to make sure you make like 3 different sizes. We got some bigger ones for the bottom, some medium-sized ones for the middle, and some smaller ones for the top. And just repeat that until all of your pancakes are done. Then all you got to do is arrange them on your plate, the big one at the bottom. Because these plates are so small, I kind of had to overlap them, but if you have larger plates, of course you don't have to overlap them. And then I'm taking some powdered sugar in a little strainer and like tapping that over it so that they get covered and it looks like they are snowmen. And then I'm going to take some chocolate chips and press those with the pointy side down into the pancakes to make little buttons for the snowmen, and then eyes for the snowmen, and the mouth for the snowmen. And then I used a orange Tootsie Roll fruit chew that I cut into like a triangle shape for the nose. It worked perfectly, but you could use all different kinds of things for these. I've seen people use fruit like blueberries. You could use M&Ms. You could just use sprinkles, whatever you want. Be creative. Your kids will love it no matter what you use on it. And then for a little scarf, I used some whipped cream. And that was it. This was so easy to put together, like very low effort. But the kids thought it was so cute and very on theme for Christmas. That is going to be it for the 3 Christmas breakfast ideas that I have for you today. Don't forget, my friend Megan also has some ideas for you. Her video will be linked down below, so make sure you go check that out. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Happy holidays, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.